Hey guys, it's Nick Sergine, your Dallas area realtor here. So today I want to review some questions that you guys are having about what's going on with real estate in Dallas Fort Worth, and I also want to talk about refinancing. Is it a good time? Is it a bad time? Obviously, it probably seems like a good time for most people, but let's talk about, how do you know if it's right for you? So, first thing I want to talk about, what's going on in this real estate market right now? Well, the good thing is it seems like the real estate market is sort of forging the way through this economic crisis. And I don't say that, boastfully. I just honestly think when I look at numbers and when I see what kind of jobs are really holding and what kind of jobs are making money and sort of pushing people back to work, a lot of them, are around real estate. And so that's really good. That's good for everyone because the more money everyone has, the more money we spend, the faster we recover economically. But specifically with regard to real estate, what we're seeing are some very interesting trends. So on the buyer's side of things, you're seeing historically low interest rates. And when I say historically low, I mean, from what I've seen, from what I've read, interest rates have never been this low, ever. Never been this low. Matter of fact, if they go any lower, there's pretty much impossible for anybody to make any money selling homes in terms of the mortgage industry, the lenders and such. So at this point, they're not going to really get much lower than this because there's just not a lot of meat left on that bone, if you will. There's not a lot of margin left when you go below the rates as they currently are. So that's one thing that's driving a lot of buyers to the market. Now, obviously, there's still concerns. Some people have economic concerns about their homes and such, about their jobs, rather. But there's a lot of people looking for homes right now. The other side of that is there's not that many people selling homes, relatively speaking. We've seen really a shortage of homes for sale right now. And here's just some numbers to throw at you so you have an idea. So normally, July and August are our busiest months in terms of the number of homes that are on the market for sale. We really see this ramp up in the spring and early summer months, and then by July and August, we see the most homes on the market for sale. Last year, at this time, there were 35,000 homes for sale in DFW. The year before that, there were 32,000 homes for sale in DFW. And we've really seen sort of an increase year after year. But right now, when we're looking at July of just this year, 2020, there were only 23,000 homes for sale. So about a third less homes as we saw last year are for sale in the market right now. And that's really crazy when you think about it. I mean, that's lots of people that normally would be selling their homes that have decided not to. Matter of fact, if we followed the projections, we're almost half of what we should be. So crazy numbers right now. That's really creating sort of a little bit of a mini seller's market. It's not going to be something that I think will probably last much longer than a few more months. But right now is a really good time for sellers to sell their homes because they're getting multiple offers. Buyers are loving it because they're coming in with super low interest rates. So it's created some really good situations for both sides of the equation. That said, we could talk more about, what else is going on, what's driving all of those things, but those are the main things you need to know. It's a bit of a seller's market, but it's also a good time to buy because interest rates are incredibly low. So let's answer that second question now. Should I refinance my home? Well, there's no easy answer to that because unfortunately it really depends on your specific situation. So what I would say is talk to your lender. Talk to the person that you currently use as your lender, or if you need a recommendation for a new lender, happy to help you out. I can provide some great folks that I work with day in and day out here. But either way, you need to speak with your lender because no matter how many online, websites you go to and formulas you might use, they're going to give you the real numbers, and those are the numbers that you really need to make an informed decision as to whether it makes sense for you. What I can tell you is what I already said before. Interest rates are at historic lows. There's not really a way for them to go much lower than they're at right now. So it's a really good time. If you're thinking about it, this is probably one of the best times you could refinance. But again, there's a lot of factors. How long are you going to live in your home? What's your current interest rate? How much of a decrease would you really see? And so there's a lot of pieces that make up that equation as to whether it's right for you. So I would say call your lender, speak with them, but also keep in mind as you call your lender that you're not the only one calling them right now. There are tons of people out there trying to refinance. So they are very, very busy right now. So just keep in mind, give them a little bit of grace. If they would normally call you back within an hour, it might take them 24 hours. they're working 12, 16-hour days just to get all of this work done. Plus, they've got regular mortgages on top of that, for people buying new homes. So they're going to be a little bit slower to respond, but that's not because they don't care about you or don't want to help you. It's just because they're really, really backed up and they're trying to get through all the work that they have. So that's it for my for the questions that I have today. That's it for my video today. If you have more questions, if you want to kind of go more in depth and talk about, well, what's behind some of these numbers, why are we where we're at right now, I'd be happy to talk with you about those things. But I wanted to give you a little bit more of a high level overview for today. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. If you need anything real estate wise, I'm here, happy to help if I can. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.